We are less than a month away from seeing the Trojans back on the field for spring practice. Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, tracking USC with Matt Lowry from Conquest Chronicles from SB Nation. So please join him and the rest of the staff covering USC athletics. Matt, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good, thanks. How about yourself, Mark?
I'm good. I'm trying to get to as many teams as possible. We're breaking down positional units team by team, and I'm going crazy scheduling guys like yourself all day, just about every day. So this is what we're doing this time of year. Before we talk quarterbacks, we'll dive into this recruiting situation. USC with a rather disappointing finish to the 2020 class at, I believe, 10th in the Pac-12 and somewhere in the 52 range in the nation. And that has to get better, and it has been extremely good during Clay Helton's run, except for the 2020 class. So can you bring USC fans any good news for 2021?
Well, they've offered, they've made a bunch of offers to a lot of guys, a lot of 4- and 5-star recruits. But I think the biggest news so far has been the hiring of DONTE Williams. For a lot of people who are not familiar with him, DONTE Williams was the cornerbacks coach for the Oregon Ducks. Also, if you're into recruiter rankings and stuff like that, he is rated as the top recruiter in the Pac-12. The last 2 years, he's been number 1 and number 5, respectively, for Oregon. Played a huge role in Justin Flo going to Oregon, as well as Chris Hudson, the 4-star wide receiver out of St. John Bosco. He played a huge role into him going to Oregon as well. But from what I've been seeing that's been floating around Twitter a lot, was that a lot of recruits are now looking at USC differently because of DONTE Williams. And we say that in a positive way. It's shaping up very well for 2021 and possibly 2022 as well.
Do we have any idea why this guy has the secret sauce? What makes him so good?
Well, he knows California very well. He was the top recruit when he was at San Jose State a few years ago. He was the number 1 recruiter in the Mountain West, and got San Jose State a pretty good recruiting class. Now, mind you, San Jose State as of late has not been all that great, but he knows California very well. He has a connection with players. Even when he was at Nebraska and at Arizona, he brought a lot of good California talent. And that's what USC is missing. USC has been missing out on blue chip in-state recruits, like we've talked about in the past. And that and for whatever reason, he just relates to these kids very well. He builds a good relationship with these kids to the point where it's like, yeah, I want to go play for you. So for USC to pick him up is very important. It's very huge for them, especially if they want to get back in the recruiting ranks, to get back to the top of the Pac-12 recruiting.
Yeah, people may forget that Clay Helton brought in 2 top 5 recruiting classes and another one in the top 20. And it's understandable that with the addition of DONTE Williams, that USC would then try to capitalize on that momentum and that name recognition to then go out there and throw a ton of offers out there. So there's a ton of kids that are on the list right now.
Yes, there is. And again, like we've mentioned before, I think everybody mentioned it, USC has to bounce back in 2021 with their recruiting class. And if you're going to do that, this is the guy to do it. This is the guy to get it done.